Hello. So, with Sunrise on the Reaping coming out soon, I decided to finally start reading A Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds and just like getting back into my Hunger Games mania. And when I tell you in 2012, I was obsessed with the Hunger Games, like, I can't even go there. It was just my favorite story. I just was like in it so deeply. So to be able to like come back to it has just been like really fun for me. And obviously, like, even though I'm reading A Ballad of Snake and Songbird, like, you're always connecting it to the other stories. So I'm like thinking back to the Hunger Games as I'm reading it, and I'm thinking about Katniss, and I'm laying in bed and I was like, Katniss is so eldest daughter coded. Obviously, she is an eldest daughter, but I mean Taylor Swift, eldest daughter from Life of a Showgirl. And they're like, oh, how could that be? But I really am thinking about it as this idea of Katniss, like, talking to Peeta at the very end of the series when they're married and they have their two kids, and she finally has this sense of safety and security that she just did not have before. So, starting with the first verse, everybody so punk on the internet, everyone's unbothered till they're not. Apathy is hot. I feel like, yes, that's like actually about online banter, but to me, it could be a way of viewing how the society is being run right now. The Capitol has a very cold view of humanity, of other people, and they don't care about the people in the districts. They don't actually care about the people in the games. They're watching these people die, these children, I shouldn't even just say people, these children die, kill each other, and they're just like, yeah, it's part of it. Like, there's just this hate, this apathy. And then because of that, the districts are kind of having to be apathetic in their own way in order to cope with the way that this society is running. So she's in this way where she has to immediately put her guard up. And I feel like, one, Katniss would never say, I don't know if she would say that she's a bad bitch, but we all know Katniss is a bad bitch. But I think in her heart, she's also like has so much love in her heart, especially for Prim, her little sister. And she's so protective, and she wants to keep you safe, and she wants to keep the people she loves safe. She's so worried about Gale throughout the story, and then Peeta, like, she's trying to make sure that he doesn't go back into the games, but Peeta loves her so much. He just never let her be on her own. But she's just like so protective, and it's because she has this soft side, and she doesn't want to let these people down. She realizes that she carries this really big weight for lots of reasons, being the Mockingjay, as well as this role model for her sister, and she doesn't want to let them down. And then in the second verse, she's talking about like a time where she was able to maybe live a little bit more freely when she's like really young, and obviously like Katniss never had that going for her. I mean, I think when her dad was alive, she felt like more of a security in her life, but at the end of the day, like, it was much more than just falling off a trampoline and breaking her arm that helped her learn cautious discretion. She was hunting for food. She had to like have her foot on the gas the whole time. But every eldest daughter was the first first one to the slaughter, so we all dressed up like wolves and we looked fire. Katniss, girl on fire. She was looking fire. She had this really tough exterior. She knew that she was literally going to be slaughtered if she didn't lock in and do what she needed to do to survive. She is the girl on fire, and she looked fire. So I feel like that is just one obviously, but 2, just a little bit of a added bonus to the eldest daughter of it all. And then we get to the beautiful bridge. We lie back, a beautiful, beautiful time lapse, Ferris wheels, kisses, and lilacs, and things I said were dumb because I thought that I'd never find that beautiful, beautiful life that shimmers that innocent life back like when we were young. And again, I feel like that would have to be like when she's really, really young. But thinking about her finally being in a place where she knows peace and can let her guard down. She's back in District 12, but without this horrible capital reign going on anymore. Like, she's able to feel comfortable having a family. She used to say she'd never really wanted to get married, never wanted to have kids because she wasn't willing to put kids out into a world that the capital had created. But now that she has this security, she feels safe with PETA. She's protective over him, and he's so sweet and open with her and so protective of her in such a beautiful, genuine way. Like, he just always will put her needs in front of his, and I think she's willing to sacrifice the same. So they just have this beautiful, peaceful love that they're able to finally share together. And because of that, like, she's never gonna let him down. He finally feels home with her. He says, every youngest child felt they were raised up in the wild, but now you're home. We know that, like, PETA's parents really didn't care that much about him. It seemed like he was definitely kind of a second thought. He wasn't important to them. And I actually don't know PETA's age order, but to me, he, like, seems like a youngest child. And for the sake of this video, he is. But the fact that now he feels safe and home with Katniss and getting to take care of the kids and have this life together, I just think is really beautiful. I think Eldest Daughter has such a beautiful message about being someone, specifically an eldest daughter, but being someone who feels like they've had to have their guard up their entire life and had to fight for everything their entire life, and now finally, due to overall circumstances, but also because of the one that they have found, their partner in life, gives them this opportunity to be able to be lighter, have peace, have comfort. And it makes my heart so full when I think about, after the whole series of the Hunger Games, that Katniss finally feels like she's in this place. And honestly, same with Taylor Swift, and just knowing her discography and all of those relationships and everything that she had gone through, to be like she's in this safe place where she feels like she can be free and herself and have, like, these romantic feelings, have this sense of peace with someone, is just really beautiful. So yeah, Katniss Everdeen is, like, basically the original eldest daughter, and we love Katniss and we love Taylor Swift. So that's that. Bye.